Alright guys, welcome back. April 18th, NVDA. So today's stock is basically slightly positive while everything else is negative. So what I'm watching for this name going forward for the rest of the April, it's been a while since we covered this name, but it is doing exactly what we thought it would do and what we talked about what it could do. So you can see this is basically distribution channel. Okay, so it sucked in as many people as it could, and also it did burn as many premium as it could until this option expiration, which is tomorrow, which is monthly option expiration, which is big options expiration for indices, ETFs. Basically it is a highly outstanding, basically open interest, basically highest open interest option expiration. Basically the most liquid option expiration is usually these like strikes, or it's monthly or highly traded by institutions. They don't go into buy randomly April 26th or May 3rd. They will go into these like monthly that come out very early on, May 17th, April 19th, and then we have June 21st. You can see by the volume, right, where the volume is concentrated. So right here, right now for tomorrow, we have basically a lot of outside of the money calls, outside of the money puts about to expire, in the money puts, in the money calls. But you can see maximum pain, 835. Stock currently trading at 845. And well, I did talk about a few things. I just want to go back to and show last time NVIDIA reported earnings, stock was sitting at $800 levels, and we did have this gap all the way to 8. Basically we didn't have too much of, oh actually my bad, it was sitting at 677, and we did have this gap of 785, 745, and all the way we went to 787, 785ish. So this is the area I am assuming, basically that's what I'm implying, that this stock will be around next time earnings come. So going into May, so they report earnings, I will be expecting after this option expiration, NVIDIA basically come test 750. Yes, it is pretty big drop. It is currently sitting at its 50-day moving average. It is acting as a support, and also 820-ish or so. This is your 825. This is your support. But from its all-time highs, how much did it pull back? So if we just go to highest print, well, it did pull back about 15%. Right here, right now, it is down 13%. Anything more than 10%, I mean, it's correction territory, right? So if we go all the way to 750, let's say, that will put the stock at negative 23% from its all-time highs again. So I am expecting basically this week, well, we have only one day, and we'll have plenty of other companies report earnings. Today, I think TSM was the biggest chip maker that gapped down, an entire SMH, all of these the semiconductor ETFs and many semiconductors. If you just take a look at the heat map of the stock market, you can see all of the semis are down, but NVIDIA is holding up. Why? Well, there's a lot of options were sold. Okay, so market makers have to capitalize. They have to pin it at the maximum pain, so they get paid both puts and calls, and then next week it can make a move. But you can see AMD is holding up too, but AMD got beaten down. We were talking about AMD coming down 130 all the way to its 200-day moving average 137, and it's on its way. But AMD reports April 30th, looks like. But you can see pretty big decline, and it can definitely continue come down to its 200-day moving average. But NVDA, well, since there's a lot of premium, I can show you in terms of capital how much about to expire. You can see billions, 50, 45, 60, hundreds of billions of calls that are anything above 900, 870 or so that are going to expire worthless. And a lot of puts as well. But you can see the skew. It is skewed a little bit more to the upside, right? So that's why it is pinned, and that's why it's not going to go higher, okay? Even though it's sitting at its 50-day moving average, it doesn't mean if the option, if the max pain is 835, it will close at 835. Anything near this region, it is still very, very damaging move for many premium buyers, for a lot of basically retail traders like me and you who speculated on this name and losing money. But since I was talking about this name ever since it hit this all-time high, it's been doing exactly the same thing. Okay, so right here, right now, I'm looking this name to basically slip next week, or maybe before their earnings. So for the rest of the April, I'm bearish. I do think that it's not going to break out the run. Even if it does, well, look how many people are stuck. Okay, there's how much of a supply right here right now. 900 will be very, very challenging level for this name to get over, but that's your resistance right here right now. So that's what I'm watching for NVDA. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.